This is the first video of this series to get trained for jobs by learning code with UiPath. Let's start from the basics. Let's not go directly into the concepts of coding. On the left side, we have activities and snippets. Snippets are something, the pre-built code that we can utilize. Activities are the main blocks which are used to build an automation flow, and in the project you can see the project structure, and all my code will be available here. Here I will use C# from W3 schools. So if you see on the left side we have intro. So intro will be a separate file, syntax will be a separate file, comments will be a separate file, so that you can understand where exactly the code is and how can you utilize, or even when you try to practice on your own, you can get how I translated the code from the website into the UiPath XAML file. By default, everything will be a main will be a workflow. That's by default. But since I need to use intro, I'll be creating some workflow file. You can directly go ahead and right click here, add sequence. There are different ways. You can add sequence, flowchart, and state machine. Mostly I'll be using sequence or flowchart. Those are easy to understand. So let's start with intro. Let's see what's there in the intro and let's go ahead and understand. So basically this said about use of C#. So intro, no code basically. So I'm dealing with code here. I'm not going to explain C# or how C#, why C#, because that will kill our time. Let's go into the next one. Getting started. I think again you need to have, okay, we have code here. Let's go with get started. Why shouldn't we go with get started? Let's go add a sequence, get started. Now what's there in get started? If you see here, there is a namespace, program, and main, right line. To give it simply, all we need is we need to print a hello world. Other than that, nothing. So let's see how we can build it. Here we have console dot right line, right? Let's check if we have anything with right line. Yes, we do have right line. So let's go ahead and drag and drop, and let's add hello world. And to run this flow alone, I need to use debug file. And to run from main workflow, I need to start from run. And if I want to debug, I can debug from main again. So the difference between debug file and debug is, if I click on debug file, only this code will be executed. But if I click on debug, it will start from main. So for now, I need to get started with only this file. So let's get started. So we have this completed, and in the output, if you see in this particular trace, you can see hello world. So this is where you will get to see all the line items, or all the items that are written in right line. What are the different ways how you can write this? There is also something called log message. I will not go into different types of log message, that I can do it later, but understand that log message you can see in output but not in trace. You can see in information, warning, and error. So that's how you can differentiate it. So let's start with info, and let's also give hello world from log message. So if you see here, I have updated the code, hello world from message. Let's debug this file. On the left side, see output panel is where we are going to see all our outputs, and you can see hello world from log message, and here you can see hello world as well. This is from right line. So where can we, if you just filter it out, this is information, but if you filter information also, you will see warning as well as error messages. But since there is no warning or error messages, let's update this in, okay, let's copy this, paste it multiple times. So now I have pasted it multiple times. If you see this now, there are three log messages. I will add this to warning and I will add this to error. So when I go to design debug file, now you can see different outputs. There are three places where we get hello world, one in trace, but remaining three in information, warning, and error. If you see here, everything that comes in the information cannot be viewed in warning and error. So this is like a hierarchy or a funnel. So the topmost thing is trace. If you dig it down, it's info, and if you dig it down, it's warning, and if you still dig it down, it's error. So these are the different ways how we can write a hello world program. And also, why shouldn't we use a message box? So see, this is how I'm trying to explain, taking an example and different ways of doing it. And even in project, this will definitely help you to understand what are the different ways you need to write. So hello world from message box. Design, let's debug the file again. Okay, this is from message box, and if you see in the output, we have three messages, one from information, second from warning, and third from error, and we also have one more from, and this hello world is from trace. Okay, so this is completed. So you need to just understand what is the code that's already available and how to convert this code. That's how easy it is, and that's how you need to learn as well. Let's get into syntax. Okay, what's there in syntax? I think it's explaining more on different. Okay, it's explaining on what is system, what is a program, and all. In UiPath, you will not have these things. So let's go back, or directly, if you are beginner, let's not worry on those things now. We can see them later. So here you can see right line, right line, right, right. These are the activities that we have for console.writeLine. But we have already seen this, how to write this particular activity. Let's get into comments. Okay, so this is a comment. So how can you write comments in UiPath? Let's go and let's create one more uh, activity or one more sequence for comments. Now I'm going to show you the different comments that are available in UiPath, and let's go with comment activities. So there are two ways where we can use comment. So what is the difference between comment and comment out? See, the main difference that I would say is comment out is any activity. For example, here we have added message box, but while debugging we might not require this particular activity and we want to keep it from running, keep it away from running, so or executing. What I can do is I can place any activity inside this particular comment out, so this particular activity will not run. Anything that's there in the comment out will not run, but this comment is like a message that helps you to understand why are we using this particular activity or particular workflow. We can write all the values here. So write your comments. This code is to explain comment activity in training. Simple thing. So anything that you write here, it will be just added as a comment. You cannot see it in the output or anything. But let's go ahead and debug and see. Will we get anything? Yes, so here you can see that comment out executing, comment out close, comments closed. So this is what will happen, but you will not see anything that's there in this. This is only for a developer to understand how he exactly wrote the code. That's how it is. Two done. Next one is variables. Excellent. You need to properly understand what a variable is and how a variables are being used. How can you convert a variable from one variable type to other variable type? So let's do that in the next video. So do hit like, share and subscribe, and on the right side you can see a join button. Go to my channel, hit on the join button. At the bottom of the video also you will be able to see it. Subscribe and also go ahead and register for a membership. You will get special videos from my channel. See you in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to check out for this next video on variables.